feel like these games will deserve a lot of like analysis and reflection. And like the breaks are longer compared to normal, but it feels still very short. So I'm 3 out of 3. Again, closing the chat, playing a London. Yeah, very short breaks. Who is this? I know this person. Oh, Gawain Jones. Oh, Gawain Jones, very strong. Gawain Jones wrote a book on the Grand Prix Sicilian, which, yeah, he was one of my favorite players actually, like kind of growing up, because he would play these kind of sharp offbeat openings, at least for like strong GM level.
Rosen, Gawain Jones. We have 5,000 cent to dues, bet on Rosen.
And now he's gambiting some time. Okay, so maybe I'll reopen the chat, say hi to some people. Oh, never mind. Okay, let's stay focused and let's play bishop f4.
You playing a London against a British person? I don't know.
Let's see what he wants to do against London, or against whatever this is called. I'm sure he's prepared. Yeah, he's prepared. We're gonna go into a line which is really sharp, and yeah, I'm already feeling like not super comfortable. I think Queen D2 is the move to play here.
Go Eric Rosen. Show the British number 2 or 3 who the boss is, but probably him.
This is a line that I really have to refine. A lot of strong players are playing this these days. And then I just want to keep things like somewhat simple. I have some vague memory of taking and bishop here and some e4. I don't know if it works in this position. It's so bad that I'm already thinking here. So I've had this position so many times, and I just turn on the engine. Engine like usually suggests queen d2, and then at some point taking. But yeah, I haven't played this enough to actually like dig so deeply. Because a lot of other lesser experienced players, they allow h5, or they allow this knight b5 move. I think there was some Naka. Was it Naka Nepo game? Naka played some like bishop b5 and then take some bishop e5. Bishop b5 makes some sense here. Knight e5 also a move.
Party time. Excellent. Gawain's world.
Bishop d3 a move.
Go Eric Rosen. America.
But okay, it's like slow chess, or it's relatively rapid chess. I have to just rely on some intuition. I'm kind of drawn to bishop e5, knight e4. And we trade. Actually, trading looks okay. All right, let's go for this. So the idea of this move is to at some point take and then just really control e5 nicely, ensuring that black doesn't get to play e5. I mean, there's these sharp lines with knight e4. I was thinking knight e4 I can take, and then take on c6, and then I'll have knight d4. Oh, but then e5, the line keeps going. Probably just a mess. I guess, yeah, it's one of these lines where I'm not like super theoretically prepared, but at least I remember some ideas. I've seen some strong player games. There's another match, I think it was some speed chess championship. Maybe Aronian versus Nepo. Aronian was playing this a lot. I actually covered like maybe one or two of these lines in my London course. At least like these middle game positions where tactics occur. But I think Aronian was getting to play h5 and then take, and then there were tactics along the diagonal, which is not the case in this position. So he plays knight e4. So I looked at this briefly. Takes. And queen can't take on d2 because I take with knight. It's still possible, I guess. So knight takes e4. I mean, I guess this is most likely, and then knight d4, and then I guess I do have to be ready for e5 takes queen c7. Which might just be losing for me. So takes, takes, takes. Another option, actually, okay, because I am temporarily up a pawn, is to just give a pawn back. Because, yeah, knight... Okay, let's look at this one more time. Knight d4, e5, takes c6, queen c7. Not seeing much. So the idea would be to take on d8 first, rook takes, and then knight d4, and then e5, then taking on c6 should work. The drawback of this, it allows takes, takes, takes. And some balance, opposite color bishops. Probably not worse there. Bishop e3. Okay, let's go for it. Don't think black ever has time to take on b2. Another option is taking right away can transpose. I guess in that case I'm not giving away my bishop. Yeah, let's just stick with what I looked at. So again, knight d4. Okay, I'm checking this one more time because knight d4, e5. There is bishop g5, but f6, knight takes c6, queen c7. Wait a minute, I have queen d5 in that line. Oh wait, but okay, this obviously doesn't work because queen takes d2. Just missing things. Yeah, there's no bishop takes d2, unfortunately. So yeah, let's not waste more time. And this, I'm just double checking e5 doesn't work. Yeah, so e5 I counterattack the rook. I assume that's okay. e5 takes. There's takes, takes, takes. But my knight's not getting trapped. There's rook here. I guess bishop c3, king. Bishop c3. And king can't move to e2. Ooh. Black might go for that, actually. It's very sharp. Yeah, the problem is my king doesn't have a great square. One more time. Here, 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 here. And there's castling kingside, sacking back the exchange. Now, I'm actually not down pawns, because I lost b2, but I won c6. Yeah, so if we go into this, I'm probably just going to give back the exchange and castle, and then allow this. And then it's just a mess. He plays bishop a6. So now, okay, e5 is always a concern. Probably a wise move. Where's bishop? Maybe just simple bishop g3. But then, yeah, then takes. If I castle... There's also knight takes c6 here. It just looks really dangerous. Well, what's his idea? Knight takes c6, bishop takes b2. C3. c3 is interesting. c3, e5, and then I take. And gets two bishops, but I have pawns. A very sharp position. What else to play? Bishop. So I didn't like bishop g3 because then black just takes. Maybe it's still playable. Rook d1. Yeah, rook d1, how bad could it be? Rook d8 takes, bishop f4. I guess I lose a pawn. It's very possible I'll just have like a pawn down, opposite color bishop ending. I'm looking for something better here. Takes on c6. Bishop c7, no. Well, let's look at this one more time. Takes. Wait, what was the line? Oh yeah, it was queenside castling. I'm just forgetting. Takes.
Go, America. The Grandmaster has the 2 bishops. What else?
Oh, maybe I just miscalculated before. Let's play this. It's not what I wanted. It feels like I'm just getting outplayed. Nice thing is, okay, the bishop controls b8, so... But yeah, this is still some issue. Have to trade off a pair of rooks. And yeah, the problem is this idea. I was expecting rook d8. That probably makes more sense. So c3 only move. I want to play rook d7.
He played c3. When he loses the game, he'll be PO'd. Very bad play from Rosen the last 5 moves. Went from better to completely lost. Frankly, terrible.
Okay, the king belongs on c1. The rook wants to join in either on d1 or e1. That's a move, like, once you see it, you just realize that you're going down. That's so sad. I can't take on e7, because then I'm just getting mated. That's really sad. Good move. So I have to suffer here. Yeah, there's very little hope. I'll try, though. I mean, optical bishops. f6, good move. Bishop c7. I don't even know what to play here.
Eric Rosen playing for a draw. Will he achieve it? The answer is fries.
I guess here the bishop doesn't want to get stuck. Bishop's kind of in no man's land. But if e5, it would have gotten stuck. So maybe I have some like b4. Plant the bishop on c5. So this is my plan. To plant the bishop on c5, play b4, a4, and then have a 2 against 1 majority. And then probably have to pray that black doesn't make like 6 queens. But there's no passed pawns yet. I mean, their d4 could be coming. Okay, so at least I'm getting what I want. Even though this is not what I originally wanted. But okay, the pawn is still kind of a bit tender on a7, so the rook can't yet activate. And this is a plan. Have to think happy thoughts. a5 might come. It's not a happy thought. a6, good move. You like rook h3 to g3. What else to do? You could play g3, maybe g3, and it looks weird. G3 probably doesn't make sense. Play this and try and make him worry. But it's unfortunate I'm down on time and I have a bad position, so... Like, time would probably be my one hope. But I'm just down close to 3 minutes.
It's pandemonium over here. Man. Should have a crossfire there. How you like that?
Any moment.
Damn. Looking bad for Rosen. I knew from the day he was born he was bad.
So at this point I probably have to play the waiting game. And just play quick moves and hope that he kind of drains his time. Yeah, d4 could also be coming. Let's go back. I guess d4 I just ignore everything. But ignoring things, that's like staying at home when Katrina is coming. Like a massive hurricane. I could take. So, okay, at least I have a simple tactical threat. Please blunder. I mean, king d5's coming. Yeah. And f4 also coming. Wow. I'm getting squashed. G3. Trying to slow down some pawn storm. These pawns are so strong. Like, black's doing a really good job at controlling the center. The thing is, I'm only down a pawn. Feels like I'm down like 3 pawns. And I have no counterplay on the queen side. He wants to play rook f7. Very wise. If I take, I just want to have tactics. Maybe king here. King doesn't want to be on the light square. But let's try it. I want to try something. And if I provoke d3, then the bishop is actually sort of useful. Because then it covers f2. It's probably a good move. Yeah, very good move. Let's try this. Thanks for subbing, Pack Hack.
All right, Rosen with no time and no position. Frankly, terrible. It's the beating of a lifetime. Rosen had a good position, and then he didn't.
Yeah, the problem is I'm like, rook f2 is going to be coming. It's not exactly possible to stop. Can I take? Takes. Probably just getting mated there. Let's try this. Good move. Yeah, everything is just crumbling here. It's a sad move. I tried to resist. I mean, 3 out of 4 will still not be such a disastrous score. Got one upset. Obviously, at this point, I'm just hoping for stalemate tricks. So sack all the things. 6 seconds left.
Eric Rosen not resigning, playing for some stalemate trick that won't work.
Ooh, there's a mating idea. There is a mating idea. Oh, it doesn't work though. He moved his bishop. Ah, it's almost mate. I resign. Good game. Oh, that was tough. Got outplayed. He played well. I don't know. I actually, don't know offhand where I went wrong.
Man, when Gawain Joan wins, he really wins. Like plus 1,000.
Maybe, grabbing the pawn. Maybe taking on c6. Also, yeah, hello to everyone in the chat. If you're joining and you're confused, I'm playing in the May Chess Mayhem. It's a tournament organized by Ben Feingold and Karen, and it's super strong. It's a 7-round Swiss event. That was just round 4, and 3 out of 4. And yeah, I think it's been high quality games. Like this game, I'm not really too disappointed about. It is kind of painful to just struggle in a bad position. You went wrong by playing London against a Brit. That's fair. I thought I was doing okay here. I didn't think I was worse. This was a really strong move though, because it prevented me from castling, and it put me in a situation where I have to deal with e5, and taking on c6 I don't think worked. Let's see. Just get some really quick feedback. Computer likes knight e5. Yeah, can't always trust the engine. Knight e5 actually makes a lot more sense here, though, because it doesn't lose a pawn. It's just a move that I guess there's knight c4 ideas too. Yeah, it does everything basically that knight d4 does, but it just doesn't lose a pawn.